Hey everyone, Bern here from BernStoneTV Gaming, back with another Albion online video, and today I want to talk about the most profitable faction items in each city, plus a massive silver giveaway. This giveaway is different though because you guys determine how much silver will be given away to one lucky player. Watch until the end of the video to know more. With that being said, let's get into it. Before we start, this video will not include faction trade runs. Although this is technically the most profitable method because you get more hearts in return when you do it successfully, this can also be the least profitable way because of the risk of getting ganked by other factions and not only losing the hearts that you are carrying, but also losing the mounts and the gears that you have with you. If you're not familiar how to get faction points, here is a quick summary. Each city has a faction guy where you can enlist. Once you do, you will get a flag next to your name. You can start getting points by gathering resources, killing mobs both in the open world and in dungeons, or capturing outposts. I do recommend completing dungeons though because it can give you the highest points per hour. Also, keep the runes, souls, and relics that you loot from the dungeons because it will come in handy in the future. Do note that if you are flagged, other factions can kill you and take all of your loot, so be extra careful. And yes, you can get killed in blue zones or yellow zones as well. In one of our runs, we were able to get 34,000 points in just over an hour running a 5-man group in T6 blue dungeons, which I would consider is an average run. Now let's talk about the items that you can change your points for. Each city has 7 unique items for you to choose from: a heart, a crest ranging from tier 4 to tier 8, and an animal you can raise on your island. We can look at these items in two ways. First is their face value, and second is their craft value. Face value is when you exchange your points for a faction item and then selling them directly to the marketplace. The craft value is when you acquire an item and then crafting it to create a new item before selling it to the marketplace. In order to get the face value of an item, I took the 7-day average value of that specific item and divided by the points needed to get it. Let's take a tier 4 Limhurst crest for example. You will need 400 Limhurst points to acquire it, and a single tier 4 crest that's an average value of 7,138 silvers, making its face value equal to 17.85, which means you will get 17.85 silver per faction point. But if you want to craft a tier 4 Limhurst cape, you will need to buy a tier 4 crest, a tree heart, and a regular cape. In order to do this, you will need to spend 3,400 points for the crest and the heart, 2,196 silver for the regular cape, and 286 silver for the crafting fee. This gives it a craft value of 17.73, which is lower than the face value, but if you have the runes that you got from the dungeon runs, you can enchant the item to 0.1 to increase its overall value. But since Albion has a player-driven economy, these prices will change, but don't worry, I will keep this video up to date by updating the prices in the description below. Now let's look at all the items per city and see what is the most profitable. I've laid them all in a table for us to easily determine what the best is and separate them by face value, craft value for flat tier, and their craft value after enchanting. First, let's start with Limhurst. Based on all the data gathered, crafting a tier 8 cape seemed to have the greatest value, but because of the lack of demand for the item, it is going to be difficult to sell, so we will grade that out. For the rest of the items, crafting a flat tier version has lower value compared to directly selling it to the marketplace, so we will grade that out too. This is not only true for Limhurst, but for all the factions. So for Limhurst, the most profitable way to spend your faction points is to craft a tier 5 Limhurst cape and then enchanting it to 5.1. This is also the case for both Fort Sterling and Thetz. So for these three factions, crafting a 5.1 cape is your best bet. For Bridgewatch, the most profitable item is a tier 5 crest. So you don't have to craft anything, just exchange your points and directly sell them to the marketplace. This is also true for Mortlock. It is worth pointing out that all the face and craft value of these items are based on the prices in each city where you get your faction items. Since I'm in Limhurst, I will exchange my points in the city and sell the items in the same city. It may be more profitable if you sell them in other cities though. So those are the most profitable faction items in the game currently, but again, prices may change in the future, so I will update it regularly if anything changes, so make sure to check back and look at the video description. Now let's use the 34,000 points that we talked about earlier. Since I have a lot of Limhurst points, I will craft a tier 5.1 Limhurst cape. I am able to craft 6 pieces of tier 5 capes with the points that we got from the T6 blue dungeons. First, I bought 6 tier 5 regular capes, and of course, since we are crafting, I also bought a potato salad. I then looked for the crafting station with the lowest usage fee and then proceeded to crafting. Before I sold them though, I enchanted them all to 5.1, giving me an overall gain of 668,000 silver, which is pretty good considering these are all extra silver from completing dungeons. And now for the giveaway. I did not want to set a fixed amount of silver for this one because everyone else is doing that. So what I have in mind is this. I wanted to give you guys the control over how much I will give away. So for every watch time in minutes this video gets, multiplied by the likes it receives, I will give away 1 silver. Now you might think, that is not much. 1 silver for 1 like and 1 minute of watch time. But let's take my previous videos as an example. If I created this giveaway in my other videos, these are the amount of silver that I would have given away in each video. So that's 4.5 million in the first one. The second one would have been 2.4 million. The third one though would have been 10.9 million silver given to one person. And my latest video would have been 5.9 million. So yeah, it can be pretty significant. Now to enter this giveaway, all you have to do is leave a comment with your in-game name and where you are based. So for me, that would be BernStoneTV and Limhurst. And that's it. It's that simple. But if you want to increase the price, make sure to share this video to your guildmates and friends to increase the watch time and click that like button as well. And if you want to get notified whenever I upload a video, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification. There's no limit to this giveaway, so if it reaches 10 million or even higher, that is the amount that I will give away. The winner will be announced in another money-making video next week, and they will be notified via the in-game mailing system as well. So good luck everyone, hope you guys win. So that's it for this video guys. If you are looking for more money making guides, I will link my other videos in the description below. Hope you guys enjoyed this and I'll see you next time. Peace!